Hi there. Have you ever wondered what to do about your sex life when you or your spouse are going through a health crisis? Well, that is what we're going to unpack today. But first, welcome to my channel. I'm Mary Whitman Ortiz, Christian sex educator, relationship coach, author, and speaker. And I love to open up these topics, especially for Christians, where it's been taboo, but it doesn't need to be taboo anymore. So let's unpack this. I have 3 really specific tips for you so that in the case of a health crisis, it's not an interruption in your relationship. It can actually make things better, whether it's immediate or long term. And so the first thing I want to encourage you to do, be real, be present, be honest. If you deny that somebody's in pain or that there's a crisis, it doesn't make it better. As a matter of fact, it invalidates what they're going through. That place of denial, it's very divisive, and there's a lot of deception that creeps in there. So you're not helping by not talking about it. It might be awkward, and you can just say, "This feels awkward." Okay, that's the elephant in the room. It will get better after that, I promise. So acknowledge the pain, acknowledge the fear, acknowledge frustration over things don't feel normal. I guarantee you that when you get those words out there, both of you will look at each other and you'll be like, okay, now we can be on the same page. So that is a starting place for you. What's something else you can do to keep your sex life alive during a health crisis? Well, I want you to recommit to the whole you, the whole us, so that this is not just I'm for you when things are going well. This is I am for you over the long haul. We have our entire married life together, and there will be adjustments. I'm sure you can look back and see where those adjustments have already happened. If you were newlyweds and had children and had more responsibilities and job scenarios and promotions and aging parents, all of life is an adjustment, and going through a health crisis is an adjustment. But the commitment that you make to one another, wow, it just sows so much encouragement and strength, and you can actually bring closeness. A bonus. You can bond together, find ways to laugh. Even if you end up in the hospital, there's always things to laugh about when you're looking for it. So that's another topic about laughter during sickness. But we're looking for ways to bond and keep your relationship vibrant. So the third thing, I want you to practice flirting. Now, I did an entire video on flirting. I'll make sure I have that link for you. And so if it's a brand new thing to flirt, then you've got a few extra hoops to jump through, but I'm gonna give this in a real nutshell for you, nutshell description. So 3 ways to flirt: use your words, especially if someone's not feeling well. They would love to hear some affirmation. They'd love to hear some affection. And hey, they'd love to hear some sexual innuendo that is appropriate, that you've already talked about that's acceptable. Or if somebody's incapacitated, has a lot of time on their hands, it might be the perfect time to have a conversation. I don't know. You make the most of it. That is my point with your words. A second way that you can flirt is with touch. And yes, this would definitely include some type of comfort and nurturing touch. Hugging alone, I've read that a 9-second hug, which may feel like a long time, is really beneficial. So lean in to that kinds of touch. We also want playful touch, and we're thinking being fun and silly and lighthearted. And then we're talking about private parts touch when you have privacy, just to know, hey, that part of you is still alive, even if it's on hold or there's a delay before you can really have more sexual activity. And then the actions that you can do that are a part of flirting. Yeah, some surprises, make some plans, do some little things, acts of service, small gifts. Think about love languages. All of that counts as flirting. All of that will keep your relationship strong, even during a health crisis. And, oh, sorry. And what else I want you to keep in mind is, you know what's happening on another layer, because you have your faith is kicking in. You have activated your faith when you validate the relationship at this interim place, saying, I see you beyond this moment in time. It speaks to the security that you are placing in the relationship, and it will reduce the pain. It will increase the happy hormones so you can feel better. So flirting is not just some frivolous activity. It's got some meat to it. All right, I would love to hear from you how that is going in your situation. And truly, if you have a health situation, I would pray for you. So just drop that in the comments if you would like some special prayer during this time as you face things. Thanks so much for joining. And remember, Father God wants to lavish His love on every area of your life, including sexual intimacy in marriage.